Alrighty then. Welcome back to the My 1 Cent podcast. Today's a double special edition of the My 1 Cent podcast because it's a special day. 420, baby. Can't argue with that. April 20th. It's a beautiful day. Sucks is landed on a Monday. And we have the draft coming this week, which has been on all of our minds, obviously, because the Dolphins have 3 picks in the first round. Are they going to use them? Are they going to trade? Are they going to do this and that? Driving everybody insane. So what we're doing today is we're going to have this is the first annual My 1 Cent podcast 420 edition, and it's going to be the first annual My 1 Cent podcast pre-draft edition. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the guys go around. They're going to do a couple picks from their mock draft that they did for the Dolphins. And, we'll talk shit and I'll trash their picks if they're bad and praise them if they're good. And so let me go around the horn here. Let guys introduce themselves. Oh, wait, hold on. This is triple special. Triple, actually, because we got 2 new faces. Got 2 new faces on here. And would be my left, Brandon. You go ahead if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the My 1 Centers.
Brandon Hernandez. Follow me on Brandon's View.
Is that on Twitter?
That's on Twitter and on Instagram. Twitter and Instagram.
And then jumping up to the top on my right, Mr. V there.
Follow me on Mr._V305 on the Twitter line.
And obviously, you guys know who that is at the bottom. He's been here long enough. The man needs no introduction, but he will get one anyway. Jay, because I'm not doing that jaywalk shit no more.
That's very unfortunate for you.
Yeah, just Jay, bro. Jay. I like it. All right, so who wants to go first? Because we can just jump right into this shit. It's coming. The day we've been waiting for, even though we're all dealing with this goddamn coronavirus. Coronavirus is getting real. We're dealing with this shit, so, hopefully the worst of the worst doesn't happen and the draft gets postponed or something for some crazy nonsense. So, but I don't want to talk crazy and jinx us because that would really fucking suck.
They did a mock thing today and they had a glitch on the first pick already.
What are they saying?
The NFL did like a mock, like their own mock draft to make sure all the technology and all that works.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, a glitch. Yes.
The first pick, yeah, they already had him.
I heard that. Well, that's why they're doing it now. They're doing a bunch of them now to make sure they get that.
Sorry, fellas.
Get that worked in because, bro, that's
yeah.
If there's some fuck ups, that could fuck up.
Bound to happen. It's not going to be perfect.
You kind of expect them to get it as close as they can because, the kind of money they're going to be investing in this shit and, like, technology as good as it is.
What are we discussing right now?
Well,
how bad for the late arrival?
Just mentioned we brought up that they already had a problem with the virtual draft.
So I saw that. Oh, there goes Victor. And so it begins.
like the movie Frozen.
And so it begins.
Lost connect. Nope. Hold on. There we go.
He's alive.
There we go.
Hey, Victor, bro, I have
I'm the one that froze?
Hey, yeah. Victor, I have a picture of you that's going to be ready to post very soon.
Oh, I like it. That's hilarious, dog. I don't understand me.
Hey, wait. I'm posting that on draft.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Hey,
that's
when
hilarious,
the Dolphins
bro.
draft Jordan Love at 5, I'm gonna post that picture.
Oh, that's the face. That's the face right there. Like,
don't even play around like that.
That's hilarious, bro. I froze and he took a picture. That's hilarious. And dude, I went out real quick before we started, bro, and that special edition, that 420 quarantine special relief edition, fire, boy, hit the spot.
Liked it.
What's that strain? Oh, by the way, a little shout out to Cigar City.
I
yeah, what strain is that anyway?
Marathon OG. It's the Nipsey Hussle strain.
Yeah, that was fire. That was anyway, all right. So we were talking about the glitch and whatnot, but I'm saying that this is a big week. The draft is here finally, and it's still 4 days away, 3 days away. My math is off. We obviously know what the Dolphins have going into the draft, what we feel they need to do, but that doesn't mean they're going to do exactly what we think. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start with you, Brandon. Since you're on my left, I'm gonna go around this way. Puff, puff, give, and pass it over to you. And let's go ahead with your. You're just gonna. So we're gonna do the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
on first.
That worked with me.
If Justin did 7, so he can give us a 7 if he wants.
That's fine.
That's not an issue.
So you need to be more prepared, bro.
I'm sure he took. Justin
delayed.
Justin took Hilaire and picked number 5. I know that.
That's right. My first pick was Clyde Edward-Helaire.
All right, so at pick 5, I have Tua. At 18, I had Jedrick Wills. 26, DeAndre Swift. 39, Antoine Winfield. 56, Austin Jackson. And at 70, I got T. Higgins.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give us, run through your picks. Tell us why. I mean, obviously, we don't know. That's the thing about mock draft that I say all the time. I bitch about. They never fall in place the way I think that people ever expect them to. So how do you get there? How are we getting there?
I mean, with Tua, it's self-explanatory. With Wills, he fell. I mean, if he falls to 18, you have to take Wills there, no matter who else is on the board.
Yeah. Now he's one of the top 4, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Okay. Which I heard today the Dolphins are looking to move up from 18.
Yes, and I think that's going to happen actually, and then I believe though. This mock draft at 18, actually, Jerry Jeudy was still there with Wills on the board. I still took Wills over Jeudy. So, offensive line is more of a need than receiver is.
I don't even want to talk about that kind of because I got a text today, and I'll keep the person anonymous. And they drafted a offensive tackle at 18 at 5, an offensive tackle at 18, and a guard at center at 26. I threw up all over the place when I saw that text. But I'll leave it. I'll leave the person, anonymous.
That's not gonna happen.
That guy shouldn't be a Dolphins fan.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That's not gonna.
I don't want to say his name, then people will be in front of his house with pitchforks and shit.
That's
just ridiculous.
That's not gonna happen. And I think I know who it is too. But that's not gonna happen. I think
all in good fun.
I think I know who it is, but that's not gonna happen.
No, obviously we all know. Even that guy knows it ain't gonna happen. So, shit.
And then at 26, DeAndre Swift, best running back in football, in college. Obviously, 3 first-round picks.
Now, we spoke earlier regarding that 31st pick that you texted about earlier today. Have you heard anything else regarding the Dolphins taking that 31 off San Francisco?
I know they want to trade both because they don't have any picks in the 2nd or 3rd round.
See, but I don't. If you're trying to win now, like they're trying to do now, wouldn't those first two first rounders be exactly what you want? You get a guy who could come in and start probably day 1 and help your team. Or am I missing something? Why? What's the urge to get rid of both your first rounders to get mid-round?
Really, if Miami picks at 5, 18, 26, 39, like they're scheduled to be, all 4 of those guys really should make a meeting.
I'm talking about San Francisco.
Oh, you're talking about San Francisco?
I'm talking about San Francisco. San Francisco is built right now, obviously, to win. They want to win now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think having 2 first-round picks can help you immediately.
Well, you got to get
if you make the right choices.
A 2nd or 3rd round pick.
I get that.
Or a 4th.
Okay. Well, but you're telling me that you can't get 2 studs with those 2 first rounders and try to work something in, maybe get some other stuff, maybe remove some collateral from next year, or just wait till next year. You have a good team now.
Well, really, what they really need is really deep. Their number one need is a receiver. You know what I'm saying?
You'll get one at 13.
Yeah, but you could get a starter in this draft in like the 3rd round for the receiver.
Yeah, but
I just took T. Higgins at 70 for the Dolphins in a mock draft at pick 70.
If that guy falls to 70, that's crazy.
T. Higgins is gonna make an impact on any team this season.
That's why I don't believe in mock drafts, bro. Because look at you get that people give that reaction. That guy, I can't believe that guy's not gonna be there at 70.
And
be clear about that.
T. Higgins is he's like the 59th ranked player on a board, bro. It's not that he's a bad player. It's just there's so much talent in this draft.
And who knows? At 13, all the top 3 receivers are probably gone.
Maybe. Yeah.
And Victor just froze again.
I doubt it, though. I doubt all the receivers are gone, though.
Because who knows, bro? Jacksonville, the Jets, and the Raiders, and they're all in front of San Francisco. They could all go receiver.
So
still on,
Alex,
and there we go.
There.
So
Oh, Jesus.
Do you guys think Miami ends up staying at 5?
I think they're trading 18, not 5. They're trading up from 18.
Justin?
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that they're trying to get 3 and still have 5.
Yeah.
So
Really?
They're trying to
How
get.
do you
They're
do
trying to change 18 and 26, I believe, right? The one you're talking about.
yeah, they're trying to move up to 3 and keep 5, and I'm hearing that it would be like 18, like a second and a third or 2 seconds or some shit like that.
The same scenario I saw was 18, 26, and 39 to keep 3 and 5.
Would you do it?
Hell yeah, I would do it.
Wait, say it again. What'd you just say?
You would trade 18, 26, and 39 for pick 3, but you keep 5.
And you keep 5.
I'm doing it.
And then you don't pick again till whatever, 56.
56. I'm doing it.
Okay, so let me ask you, what would you do with those 2 picks then?
Tua and the best offensive line.
If you're willing to give up all that to keep those 2, what are you going to do with that? I know what you're going to do at 3.
No.
What are you going to do at 5?
Wait, you don't even have to go 2 at 3, because the Giants don't need a fucking.
Well, you don't want San Diego or LA to move up to 4.
And was it you, Alex, that sent me that thing this morning? I think it was you sent that morning about the Giants even having discussions about Herbert.
Yeah, I think that's a smokescreen. Personally,
I'm just saying, but it's out there though, so you can't ignore it either.
I would
it's out
probably. I mean, I know it's high, but I would probably take if this really happens, if we get pick 3 and 5, I would probably take the tackle at 3 because the Giants might take one.
Nah.
And at 5,
you know
Take
what,
your
bro?
choice at your tackle.
You know what? I don't risk losing the opportunity at him. I take 2 at 3, and that's it. I get the guy I want, and then at 5, I don't know, man.
I don't think the Lions are going to.
Would it be crazy to you think Isaiah Simmons lands at 5? If that happens with us, if we trade,
there's a possibility.
Would you do that?
Hell no.
2 at 3, and
no,
I'm just asking.
sir.
I'm just asking. I'm there.
They have no tackles.
Yeah, you don't trade.
You
don't trade all of that.
Guys.
You don't trade.
But you're also getting what appear to be people say the best linebacker in the draft too. I'm just saying, and there's teams that are going to take him that low, that high, or whatever you call him. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
you have Davenport and Jesse Davis as your starting tackles, dude.
Dude, I'm just asking a question. Calm down. Throwing it out there. You get 2 fucking studs. I'm just the reason I say it is because we're giving up the 18, we're giving up 26, we're giving up 39.
Right.
So I'm thinking you get your quarterback, and then you get another stud, maybe a defensive stud, a guy who's been picked to land in that area anyway. So it's not really far fetched.
I think
it is.
I think that trade's like a 1% chance it's going to happen.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
I think I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that trading up and then taking Simmons at 5 with taking 2 at 3. I think it is very far fetched because I don't think you don't trade 18, 26, and 39 for a defensive player. I don't think you do that.
Like I said, I'm just throwing it out there as one of those you get.
And plus,
you get an offensive stud and you get a defensive stud.
And they're looking to get Tua obviously, and then they're looking to get one of the 3 top.
Okay. You know what? Let me do this. Let me change it for a second. What if Chase Young landed at 5? Would that change anything for you?
You take Chase Young at 3.
Taking 2 at 5. I'm taking 2 over Chase Young.
I didn't think about it. Well, yeah, but he's not going to pass Washington, though.
No,
yeah, but I'm taking
get him at 3. So, okay, how about that? Let's say he does pass Washington, and we have a chance to get Tua or Chase Young at 3 and still have a shot at 2 at 5. Would you do that? Would you take Chase Young at 3?
I'd take Tua first.
I'm taking Chase Young.
I think I'm with these guys. I think I go Young first.
That's fine.
Because at the end, I still have a shot at either Herbert or Tua anyways at 5. Okay. And, you can always maybe move up a few picks by trading up with somebody to move up into 5 and go to 8 or 9 and maybe still get Love or something. Your options are there as a quarterback. Now, dude, you know what the thing about Love, though, for me is that I don't want a project in a sense, but we have the situation for it. Because we have Fitzpatrick. This kid can actually sit for a year and behind a guy who plays the game right. He can teach the kid. He's a leader in the fucking locker room. I see you're shaking your head. Why, Alex?
Bro, I want somebody.
He wants no part of Love whatsoever, bro.
He doesn't.
I want someone that's transcendent, dude. Like, I want the possibility of what that guy can do to this organization since Marino, bro. I don't want a project, man.
I don't either, but I'm saying in reality we do have the ability, we do have the scenario for it.
I'm with you guys about not wanting a project, but to be honest, man, I agree with what Vic is saying. We have the situation. I think I've already said it a bunch of times on the podcast, bro. Like after the draft and we fill up needs on offense, I think that Miami's the favorite in the division, bro. Even with Fitzpatrick at quarterback. I don't know what you guys think.
You know what, bro? I'm a fan of. I know you're gonna hate this, but I'm a fan of Josh Allen, and I think that Buffalo's defense is gonna be good again next year. And let's see, they just got Diggs, so they upgraded the receiver position a little bit for him.
I mean that Buffalo doesn't match up good with us anymore. I'll tell you that. Not with our defense.
They only play us twice a year, bro. They can beat other teams. I'm just saying, I don't think it's that far-fetched to think that Buffalo could be the favorite.
So if Miami in this draft, if Miami in this draft
right now,
if Miami in this draft is at the running back spot and their two offensive tackles are not the favorites in the division with Fitzpatrick and our weapons on the outside,
I'm talking about right now the way the team sit right now.
No. I'm not talking about
hold on.
I'm talking about the draft.
I know that, but I'm just letting you know that my point of view before you asked me the question was what we have in front of us right now. I can't predict the future. I can't predict if the Dolphins are going to have a great draft or not. They might have a great draft and the guys don't perform either. Maybe. I don't know that. So I don't like predicting. But from what I see right now, and how some people believe you're only as good as your last season, basically, Buffalo to me is the favorite. To me, is the favorite right now for the division. Okay. Right now, just today. If the season started right now, Buffalo to me is the favorite to win the East.
I mean, New England went 11-5 with Matt Castle.
Yeah, but they don't even have that.
But you still got that defense, and you're still in that division.
Yeah, no, I don't care though. But the teams in the division are going to be better this year, though, because we're going to be better. I know we're going to be better, and Buffalo is going to be the same or maybe better. I don't even know what I'm not even paying attention to the Jets, so I don't, But you know what? The Jets can be sneaky motherfuckers too. Just saying.
It's true.
This is the time. This is an era. We're in a place.
But I have a question.
That we haven't been in what?
After upgrading
many decades?
After upgrading that defense the way we did and adding two pieces on the O-line, where do you guys sit with Miami right now?
They don't got tackles.
Okay, so
what? I neglected to even consider the guys we signed already. Actually,
we upgraded the team very, very much. Okay.
Well, that's not hard when you have an AFL team.
We won 5 games with that team. So how much of an improvement do you see right now?
You asked me or Justin?
You really?
Oh, I don't know. You didn't. You just threw it out there. Nobody said anything. Anybody? Well, look. Like I said, I retract my statement a little bit only because I did not add the guys we did sign in free agency, the defensive guys and all the stuff we did there. So I'll rethink my position a little bit, and I think it's more like Buffalo's here and we're like right there now. We're riding right up on them right now. Well, only reason I'm saying that is because I haven't seen these guys play for us yet. We don't know if they're gonna work. We don't know shit. We don't know anything.
So with the team, without adding these upgrades, because we added 2 legit pass rushers, a top 7 corner.
Didn't both of them just have like six sacks last year?
Who?
Didn't both those guys have 6 sacks last year?
Well, Lawson had 6.5.
Lawson had 6.5 alone. I think Ogba had like 7 or 8, and then Van Noy had another 7. That's a lot of production.
I'm just hyped because I really do like our coach a lot.
I mean, bro, they added Lawson. Look at the year that Ogba had in KC. I mean, adding Byron Jones, Van Noy.
Isn't Ogba coming off an injury though?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he tore his pectoral muscle.
Was it this year?
Yeah, but see, what I like about what we're doing is that we're not just getting high-priced guys. We're bringing depth too. Because I remember the year we signed Sue, that's all we signed. We gave him a lot of money, and we didn't really think about other guys to help him out in rotation or anything like that.
Ogba got $7.5 million. So I mean, they paid him for production.
I'll try to go after Yannick Ngakoue, man. That's the guy.
Jacksonville again.
Yeah, bro, 4 years in a row, like 9 sacks plus every year. 25.
Quiet, because honestly,
very quiet. Yeah, but
for the Jags.
Yeah, but Lawson,
just like Cameron Wake not getting all decade and Julius Peppers getting decade.
And Ngakoue has 9 sacks. Shaq Lawson, how many you said last year? 7.5?
No. Ngakoue averages 9 sacks a year.
How many did he have last year?
Let's find out.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson had 6.5 sacks.
So Ngakoue last year had 8, and the year before 9.5, and then 2017 he had 12. So he's consistent.
So 17 is when he got it, but
yeah, he's consistent.
But Shaq Lawson had 1 sack less than him before that.
and Ngakoue is really good.
And Emmanuel Ogba had 5.5 sacks last year.
Right.
You know what? I've said it. I am about trading in the NFL, bringing free agents.
I wouldn't be surprised if we draft an edge rusher in the draft.
Yeah, but it'll be like third round.
Yeah.
And Van Noy had
Taco Charlton wasn't enough.
Van Noy had another 6.5 sacks.
Charles Harris can pack his bags right now and go home.
That's production.
Charles
Harris can pack his bags and go home.
Guy, what a bust.
Let me ask you, what did we have there that we could have taken other than him? I don't remember. I know you guys remember this shit.
TJ Watt.
Yes.
Oh, you motherfucker. Really? Damn, that's some bullshit.
TJ Watt is the main one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You guys got to excuse me. Is that,
sorry.
This Loud Cloud, the Loud Cloud berry cough is.
Taco was in that draft too.
The shit.
Yeah. But, I mean, bro, listen, you added.
So on
17 sacks or so.
All right, hold on. You know what, though? Are we done? We're done with your draft. Let's go. We went into another thing now talking about other shit. So let's move on to Alex's.
Let's hear it.
But let's move on to his 3 rounds, and then we'll get back into some other stuff.
You want to just say the pick and then explain the reasoning? Is that what you want?
No, just say your first 3 rounds, and then we'll go into it after that.
All right. So obviously no trades here. 5, the Hawaiian sensation, Tua. I went big boys up front in the first round. 18, I took Josh Jones. I was thinking about McKinney, but he got picked at 17 to Dallas. He got picked already. I think at 18, Swift is a little high for me. At 18, so I took Josh Jones at 18, and at 26, I solidified the O-line. I took Isaiah Wilson. So my left tackle and my right tackle all set.
Yep.
With Tua, because Isaiah Wilson played right tackle at Georgia, and that guy's a monster.
And by the way, with those 3 picks right there, with quarterback and the 2 tackles, East champions. Next.
Okay.
And
so you're saying 30. What is it? So we're at 39 now.
39. Yeah. I took J.K. Dobbins. 56 was a hard one for me because I wanted to take Josh Uche because I like him as an edge rusher, but he got taken. I took a flyer here at 56. I took Michael Pittman Jr.
Okay.
Who's right opposite side of Devontae Parker. Guy 6'4", great hands, good runner. And at 70, I took Ashton Davis, the safety.
Is that Michael Pittman, the buff running back, former running back of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
That's his son, yeah.
Son? Okay.
Yeah. And then at 70, I took Ashton Davis because I think they're going to look at him because the DB coach now coached at Cal, and he has inside information.
Ashton Davis is a good pick.
So if we don't take like Delpit or McKinney early, I would wait to like the 3rd round for a safety.
Ashton Davis is a track star.
Yeah.
A walk on.
And he can cover, bro.
Yeah.
That has a lot of range, bro.
You're only going to get this kind of information on the Mind 110 podcast. You can find that on Instagram and Twitter.
Ashton Davis was the first one who picked up Justin Herbert this season.
And, bro, what I saw what cringed me, bro, when I did the mock draft, the Chiefs selected DeAndre Swift. That would be ridiculous.
Well, that's what me and Brandon actually were talking about earlier, about getting in front of them with that 31st pick of the Niners. They were talking about that.
I know Justin despises that.
Awful.
So you would hold on. So okay, let's do this.
You would give stuff up to get DeAndre Swift.
Time out. Let's do this. You got the quarterback. You get your offensive tackle. What was the scenario we spoke about, Brandon? We said Tua, the tackle, and who did you say at 26? And then we took Swift at 31 with the San Fran. But you said something else at 26 if we got that 31st pick of San Francisco. I think it was another offensive tackle. Didn't you go offensive tackle?
It was Delpit. I took Delpit at 26.
Well, anyway, so you wouldn't be okay with that if we came back into the first to get him and we got all that?
Okay.
No.
You just don't like Swift, bro. That's all it is.
I don't like running backs in the first round. I like Swift. Do I like Swift in the first round? No. Do I like anyone in the first round? No. Unless your name's Christian McCaffrey, then I don't really like you in the first round.
Yeah, well, there ain't no Christian McCaffrey coming out this year. So
no, there's not.
It's DeAndre Swift.
Close.
Not even that.
Okay.
Shit.
It's DeAndre Swift.
All
It's
right.
all right, guys. It's all right.
All right, so moving on. Let's go. Let's go ahead and jump over here to Let's go to Justin. Let's get his 3-round. Unless he wants to go give us all 7, because that's fine with me too. I'm sure the guys are down.
I'll give you the 3. That's no problem with me. Okay, first pick, Tua. Of course, at 5. At 18, you got Jedrick Willis. I don't know how he dropped to 18. 26, Josh Jones. So now you got your right tackle and you got your left tackle. At 39, great value. I got AJ Spenza. Love that guy, dude. He just didn't test well at the combine. Feel bad for him. At 56, I got my boy Clyde. And at 70, Ashton Davis.
Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
At 56, on your second round pick, you get Clyde
Listen,
Come on.
I told you guys already. Me personally, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with any 4 of those guys as long as we get them in the right spot. And if the other guys are not there, and they pick a position of need, which I'm not a big need guy, I'm more of a want guy, and a guy like that still falls to us, I'm okay with that too, man. My thing with him is that like I said, it's the same with Burrow for me. He's a one-hit wonder. That's my only concern with him. He may not be able to duplicate whatever he did last year. Swift at least had a career, and he was consistent. So that's it was still 2 years. One more, whatever. He didn't have 1,000 yards his first year, but he wasn't Hilaire first 2 years bad. So Hilaire was nothing his first 2 years. He didn't do shit.
Was at 39 was AJ Epinesa the best edge rusher? Who else was available?
Oh yeah, he was the best player I saw. I mean, if he's at 39 and the Dolphins don't pick him, he's there, then I'll kind of be mad. That guy coming into the season was a top 4 player coming into the season. And now since he tested poorly at the combine, he's dropping down all these. It's ridiculous. He can do everything. He can pass or rush. He's not athletic. He's just very powerful with his hands. He can play the edge and he can play inside. So you got great production out of Iowa. He's strong and he can be versatile, which Brian Flores likes.
Where was he going in your guys' mock drafts? Where was he landing? Yeah. For you guys, both of y'all. You and Brandon, where was he landing at?
I saw him going in the first round.
Yeah, me too.
Like late first round, he was dropped. He was going to, I think it was not Baltimore. It was like a little bit after the Dolphins, like Seattle, I think, or one of those teams down below.
I think it was Seattle for me because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose Clowney.
I also like the defensive end from Penn State, the Yetur Gross Matos. He's good too. And he might, if he falls to 39, I mean, they got to take him if he's there.
Yep, I agree.
Because, I mean, we have awesome DBs, but if the quarterbacks have all day to throw, I mean, they can only cover for so long.
And depth, bro. We don't really have depth at edge.
Nope.
That's why I don't want to give up anything. I want to use every single pick we have.
Van Noy or Ogba or Shaq Lawson get injured and then they're tired. Well, you got Taco and Charles Harris because that worked. Never.
You got Vince Beagle. Remember, they run more of a hybrid. You got Christian Wilkins too. That's a right that plays the end.
You know what? Nobody's mentioned him at all this whole time that we've been talking.
Christian Wilkins,
I like him.
Christian Wilkins plays the end in our defense, so
I like him. As a guy, him in the rotation of these guys that we have.
He had the best rookie season for AD last year, so
that's a plus for me. I don't know how I freaking forgot about him.
Well, the kid's a stud.
I don't know how you forgot about that guy.
Not to mention too, bro. When we got killed most of that last year, Shaq Lawson is probably one of a top 10 run defender as well. Nobody talks about that.
I'm just glad we don't have to deal with Gronk and the tight end situation anymore because we were always getting killed by tight ends, and there's not really any great tight ends in there.
Who's the biggest threat in our division that we got to deal with right now?
As player or a specific player?
And when you go up against any team in our division, give me one player that you're afraid of.
On offense or defense?
I ain't afraid of nobody.
Anywhere.
I ain't afraid of nobody, bro.
Stephon Diggs is your most.
No. You know what? I wouldn't give him the nod because we haven't really.
Are you saying like to game plan for like that? That's
Who's the one player on?
Okay, look, I'll give you this because he's still there. He may not have Brady, but Edelman is still in New England. I mean, he's still a guy who can.
And we have Xavier Howard and Bar Jones to lock that up.
So saying.
No, I know who you're saying, but I'm giving you a counter.
Okay, all right.
I think if Sam Darnold gets weapons in the draft, he's the one I would be like game plan.
How about this? If Sam Darnold gets weapons, that means Bell is gonna have more opportunity to do shit too.
Yeah.
So
They
that's a guy you have to worry about.
Possibly.
They lost Robbie Anderson, bro. They have to get a receiver, bro.
Where did he go again?
Carolina.
You know what? I have this not deja vu, but this. I see Ray Caruth when I see Robbie Williams. And now that he went to Carolina, like it's like a perfect match. It's weird.
It'd be so awful if one of those top wide receivers went to the Jets.
But I think.
Well, they're looking at Judy.
I know, but like if you're Judy or CeeDee Lamb, you got to go against Byron Jones and Xavier Howard twice a year. You got to go against Stephon Gilmore and them boys twice a year, and then you got to go against the Bills corners twice a year. I mean, that's
games.
Well,
that's 6 games.
As a Dolphin fan, I'm actually very excited for Parker and Williams to go up against Josh Norman. I cannot wait for that matchup. I mean, that's not going to be fair for Josh Norman. I think Josh Norman's done. So I don't think they upgraded.
What did I miss? Where's he at now?
Norman's in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, no, he's done. I guess.
So
that guy was done after he had that shit with Odell Beckham.
I believe Parker owned Tre'Davious White last year.
But
owns Stephon Gilmore, bro.
Josh Norman is not gonna be man. He's gonna Tre'Davious White is the number one there. That guy's nasty.
Yeah, that's fine. And Parker handled that already.
God willing, Preston Williams.
That guy, bro.
I'm hoping Preston Williams is 100% from
5 years later. I hope so too, because
the two guys.
I don't know what to expect from Parker this year coming. I'm sorry, I don't know what to expect from him this year. I know. I see your face, Justin. But it took him 5 years, bro, to finally come out. It doesn't mean that he's not gonna just have that one good year and that's it. I'm not
coaching, bro.
Bro,
he's gonna be fine.
Adam Gase.
I hope so.
His career, bro. He gave up on him.
He's gonna.
Look, Parker
had a lot of trouble catching the ball a lot of times, bro. It wasn't a lot of the coach. It wasn't the coach's fault, but he had a drop problem, bro. I mean, but it's on tape.
We'll see with Albert Wilson. That's a guy I'm like locked in on.
I like him a lot, and I'm willing to give him the money. I'm even if he doesn't want to restructure, I'm willing to give him his $9 million. We can afford it.
Well, that's what they're saying. That Flores really likes him a lot.
Why?
They're gonna give him.
He's exciting, and I think that he can be an asset if we get Tua and he actually plays this year. He can be an asset to Tua big time.
I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt too. At 2018,
hold on, wait a minute, wait.
If 2018,
I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Alex, rewind. I thought for a second you said you actually liked Albert Wilson. You were keeping an eye on him.
No, what I mean is like I'm monitoring him, like because $9.5 million, bro.
I thought you meant it in a positive, like you like him. That's one of my guys that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, bro, like $9.5 million is a lot, bro, for him.
Okay, I thought you were on the side, but now I know you're not. I wanted to make sure.
If Albert Wilson would have finished that year in 2018, he would be the highest paid receiver on our football team right now, guaranteed 100%.
See, that's the thing I'm also riding on, the fact that I know what he was doing when he got hurt, and I kind of hope he can get that back in a sense. And I think with a quarterback like Tua, he can be used that way where he.
And before you ask me the question, yes, if he would have finished that year, he's a better receiver than Devontae Parker at what he does on the field.
Well, I wasn't going to ask that, but okay.
No, I'm saying
Thanks for letting me know.
I'm just saying.
He's a better slot wide receiver than Devontae Parker as an outside wide receiver.
He's more productive than Devontae Parker.
Well, I mean,
where are we getting this?
Don't give me that face based on 1 year Devontae Parker. Number one, don't do that. Please don't do that. Do not do that. Please do not do that. Do not do that. Don't get me into the receiver talk.
I'm with you on that one.
Please.
I'm not gonna give Devontae. He don't get a pass
because I'm sure all of you guys were riding on Jay Ajayi's sack.
Not me.
After 2016,
I hated Jay Ajayi.
Oh, but you like Kalen Ballage.
A lot of there's some people.
So I like Kalen Ballage after not even a season of him starting.
Listen, in the stands, people talked. The people who knew football weren't disagreeing with him either, and I wasn't either. I liked his. He saw some little things, bro.
When he came in the game, he was productive as a backup running back.
He was.
Yeah, he was. At the beginning, he was. I thought he showed little flashes of shit.
Then he fell off this season because he
disappeared. He fucking
why? Because he broke up. Because he broke off a 75-yard coming out of halftime.
Bro, his rookie season in the preseason, he was tearing people up. He was averaging 5-6 yards a carry.
We got to preseason talk.
You know what? Got a little excited.
You can only characterize someone off of what you see. So if I saw him in the preseason and he was averaging 6 yards a game in preseason, and then he doesn't really play during the regular season, I'm like, wow. In the preseason, he showed flashes of him being good. He might be a good running back. This year, he just shot the bed.
So, bro, If we went off of preseason stats, DeMaurier Stringfellow should have been the Dolphins' #1 receiver in 2017. Next.
He didn't make the team. Balaj did.
Whatever. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying.
Still, I'm not. Look, the Mindless Podcast is not here to argue about Kalen Balaj, right? Moving on.
Bro, let's leave Devontae Parker alone, bro. He's fine.
Yeah, bro.
Look, Devontae Parker had a fabulous season. Okay, but let me finish. It was year 5. He finally came into his own 5 years later. Okay. Now, I want to believe that next year it's going to be even or more. I honestly expect more out of him. But do I? I'm sorry.
And Gesicki.
Oh, man.
Miami has weapons,
bro. So good. Yeah, we have. We could be good. So you can't. It's not a far-fetched thing that people have their misgivings about Parker having a good year next year again. Just saying.
And I'm not saying he can't do it again. I'm just saying that.
I don't need it. I'm not saying
I think Albert Wilson is the more productive player, bro.
I don't know how you do that.
And he's more reliable.
I think you're doing it in the thought of if he didn't get hurt. And I can't do it that way. You got to do it up to the point that he got hurt. I still think he was more productive than Parker before Parker had his big season. That he was more productive to the point he got hurt. Shit.
Where?
Albert Wilson?
Albert Wilson was more productive than Devontae Parker before Parker last year?
Before Parker last year,
You thought Parker was a more productive receiver before last year than Wilson?
Are you listening? Are you listening? You're not listening. Are you listening to me? Before Wilson got hurt, and he got hurt before Parker had his big year. This was the year before last, correct?
Okay, yes.
He was more productive than Parker.
That's what I'm saying. I know that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
No, but he's saying he's not.
2017?
Justin's saying he's not, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking Justin. I think Albert Wilson was more productive in case than Parker was.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
At 500 yards, 200 yards, and 400 yards? Receiving a year?
Who?
Albert Wilson?
Albert Wilson? Oh, shit. Let me look up Devontae Parker real quick.
It's not that much better, but the production looks...
The stats might not show, but damn, bro, that boy was exciting that year, boy. That boy was scoring touchdowns.
And he's more explosive than Parker, bro.
But they're different receivers, bro. They're way different receivers anyway, though.
So in the career, Albert Wilson has 2,200 yards. I'll give him 2,300 yards because it's close. And Devontae Parker has 3,400 yards.
Different receivers, bro. Then Parker came into it. Parker was a first-round pick, so he did get a lot more touches, obviously. A lot more... what do they call these in the NFL?
Listen, I like Albert Wilson. I just don't like him at 9.5
million. Fantasy that I can't target. There we go.
Boom. He's a good wide receiver, but that's like when Browns paid Jarvis Landry $14 million to be a slot wide receiver. Do you pay a slot $14 million?
Fuck Jarvis Landry, bro. I hate that.
Do you pay Albert Wilson 9.5? Probably not. You can get a nice slot wide receiver in the draft, right? I mean, 9.5, bro.
Grant comes back next year too, right? He's fine, right? He's healthy.
Yeah, but he didn't sign as big as a contract as Albert Wilson did.
Oh, obviously. I still don't have a problem giving Albert Wilson. If I would ask him to restructure, and I still would give it to him if he didn't.
See,
I don't think anyone would pay him for 9.5 in the league.
I think.
So what are you just gonna cut him?
He's gonna restructure, but he's not gonna restructure to like as much as you guys think he's still gonna get paid about 6.5, $7 million.
I'm gonna say 7.
Which is fine. I would pay him for 6.5. I'm not 3 extra. He's making like what $500,000 less than Devontae Parker or some shit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't. I kind of agree with you. I don't really.
Y'all are wilding, bro.
There's nothing, bro. He's
coming off of a hip injury.
You're just hooked on one season, though, bro. You're hooked on.
Hold on, but wait, we're kind of hooked on one season with Wilson too. If you think about it, because he was exciting.
Wilson was exciting.
I'm not talking about his days in Kansas City. I'm talking about his days of the Dolphins. He was more productive up to the point he got hurt, obviously, and then now Parker had the year he had last year. So they're right there.
What, he had like 100, like 200 yards off of like 4-yard routes?
I mean, he did with Tua.
I mean, that's nice, and
that's why he'd be perfect for Tua.
He's an exciting
player. That's why he'd be
perfect for Tua. He's an explosive player, dude.
Like, he's just a slot guy. He doesn't really return kicks. He's just a slot guy. Do I want to pay just a slot 9.5?
Ain't that what one of these guys from Alabama is? Ruggs or Judy? Aren't they just slot guys over there too sometimes?
Pretty much, yes, they are.
That's why Tua is perfect to have a guy like Albert Wilson. That's why I think that guy would use his ability. Like I think that'd be scary. Little situation right there with Wilson. You
could draft like a Devin Duvernay in the 4th or 5th round, and he runs a 4.39 and
Devin Duvernay is not. But Devin Duvernay is not gonna come close.
I don't want another short guy though. I don't want another short, fast guy, bro. We have enough of that.
Wilson is a short, fast guy.
That's why I said we have enough of them on our team. I don't want.
No, but I'm saying for what?
I like the ones we have.
$8 million.
And really, Jakeem Grant should be the. Let's be honest, bro. Jakeem Grant should be the first player to to leave the building, anyways, to be replaced. So
I'll keep him as my kick returner. We don't have a kick returner. I'd rather have him, which is what I said for so many years that we should have kept Ted Ginn on this fucking team and never got rid of him. He would have been our kick returner for years to come, and he would have had a game or two here. He would have taken the top off of defense and scored a big touchdown and won a game. Wow, y'all man slipping on that boy.
He didn't have a top 10 career, but he had a decent career. Ted Ginn.
I mean,
and honestly, bro, look, if Miami gets, all right, look, check me out. Look, I'm gonna here. I got a bomb. I got a bomb here, bro. I got a little, little thing here.
I go to the bathroom. Oh.
If Miami gets a chance, right, to draft CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, someone like that, right? The first person that's leaving my building is Devontae Parker. I'm looking to trade him.
Huh?
Yes, I said it. Because you got Preston Williams.
Don't you already? First of all, you saw. Yeah, but we don't know what
you got. Preston Williams.
See, now you want to.
Hold on.
Now you want to go off bitching about.
Let me finish though. No, let me finish because I already brought it up.
Right,
Let me finish because I already brought it up. Preston Williams came in as an undrafted rookie and was way more productive right away than Devontae Parker was when he came to the Dolphins as a 15th pick.
Little Devontae Parker when he came in because he didn't do shit for 4 years.
And we're still rebuilding. And we're still
about anybody.
Miami can get value for Devontae Parker. If you pair Jeudy or Lamb with Preston Williams, you're still solid. You're still very good. By the way.
Okay. You want to tell Justin that going off of 1 year of Parker, but you want to go off what? How many games of Preston Williams?
He did it right away as an undrafted rookie.
How many games?
Did we 6 games, 7 games. He did it right away though.
Injury again? What was his injury again?
And listen, and Justin ACL. But listen to me. Okay, Justin loves the preseason stuff. So that means Preston Williams did it for preseason and the season.
That's not what we're talking about. That's not even the.
He tore his ACL.
Okay, he tore his ACL. So now we're saying that a guy who played 6 games, and I really enjoyed what he did. I liked him. We're going to go ahead and if we get the chance to take one of these stud receivers, right? Yes. You're saying get rid of our best receiver who had his best year, who had a breakout year, who we have on their contract as well, correct?
All his value is high, yes.
Hold on. With a guy who's coming off of an ACL injury,
yes,
who played 6 games, and
nobody
knew, or whatever, bro.
He played 10 games.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that shit.
He's the 23rd highest paid receiver in the league. Why would you give up that value?
Why would you give that
I'm just saying, if you can get Lamb or Jeudy, I would get value for Parker
You can get them. I keep Parker, and you have an offense.
Okay, we're live. We're live here. I have a bet with the My 1 Cent team.
Not live.
I have a bet with the I have a bet with the My 1 Cent team. If Preston Williams and Devontae Parker both play 16 games, Parker will be the more Preston will be more productive player. $25, all of you.
I don't know.
Let me know. Holla at me.
Hold on.
I take Cash App and Dough. Let me know. Don't give me no explanation. Just tell me yes or no. The bet is.
Yeah, but that depends on to me.
Let me finish.
Let me tell you. Hold on. Because in our situation, we might have.
Guys are making it more complicated than everything.
We don't have a solid, grasp on if we're gonna have who our starting quarterback really is gonna be. It
doesn't matter. Both receivers bro. No, it doesn't, player. Yeah. Both receivers are gonna have to play with the same quarterback. It's not like Fitzpatrick's gonna get thrown by Fitzy and Parker's gonna get fucking. I think they both gotta play with the same quarterback.
I think Fitzpatrick will benefit from Parker, and maybe a Williams will benefit from Tua.
No. Stop. I don't want to hear none of that.
So you're saying better how? Like more yards? Like better how?
Just a more productive player. If you know football, you know what I'm saying.
Whole season. You want to go $25?
$25.
Preston Williams might not be ready to even preseason. That's how bad his ACL tear was.
But that's what I just said. If Preston Williams and Devontae Parker both play 16 games,
they're not.
How about they have to play at least the same amount of games. Preston Williams will be more productive receiver.
I don't agree with you.
I don't want to bet on the Dolphins, bro, because I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't bet.
That's fine. It's not like I'm not going to root for Parker to suck. I'm not like these Tannehill fans. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just do a friendly virtual.
What does
bet.
that mean? That
That's it.
didn't make sense.
Well, because the people that didn't like Tannehill were hoping that the Dolphins would lose and he would be bad so they can prove a point.
All right, let's do this, Brandon. Between me and you, whoever has a better season. I like Parker, obviously.
Okay.
And whoever has a better season buys lunch.
Okay.
Lunch.
Bro, but there's so many factors in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying like you can have a scheme fit to stop Parker instead of Williams. Like you put your best cover corner on Parker and put the safety over on Parker's side.
That's okay.
And then Preston Williams is wide open the whole game.
Look, okay. I understand, Brandon. I understand you because I'm with you, Justin. I just said it down. You got factors. What quarterback? But I also understand, Brandon, in the sense football is football, and you got to produce with regardless who do you have.
Thank you.
So I agree.
Okay, but
that
are you productive if you take like their best safety and their best corner away?
But that's
productive.
You can't.
If you are a receiver,
happen,
if you guys think Parker's a receiver that you think he is, that shouldn't matter. By the way.
Yeah, but would you rather throw it in double coverage to a really good wide receiver or throw it to an open guy?
Well, that's what I think Brandon will say. All the scenarios that can happen in a game,
I'll throw to Julio Jones if he's quadruple covered.
Yeah, but who else do they got on their team?
Taking scenario. We're taking, for example,
you got Calvin Ridley, bro. What are you talking about?
It's not. You guys.
He was taking the top off. I had him last year or the year
before.
Bro,
listen.
The
deal is Preston Williams is going to be the more productive receiver overall. $25. If anybody want to do it, if not, I'm gonna
just placing it on people. You're just placing it on the two players, and
yes,
we're looking at it as we're adding scheme, we're adding quarterback. Who's the scheme for the? I prefer to do your way, Brandon. Obviously, just
so you wouldn't trade
a better player.
You wouldn't trade a scheme player if you got CD Lamb or Judy to pair with.
No. Listen, you're not gonna change my mind on that at all.
Okay.
I'm not gonna trade Parker with the value we have with him. And we get a chance to get a guy like him, that would be ridiculous. That'll be insane.
Okay.
Regrettably, we're not getting any of those receivers.
No, yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I'm with you also in the sense of all that scheme, all that quarterback, all that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the better player is still gonna end up coming up at the end.
Doesn't matter who you're covered by.
So
doesn't matter.
You're not gonna always play well every game. You're gonna have, but I still think you're wrong on the fact that it's gonna be Williams though.
So make the bet.
I did. I'm down. $25.
$25.
Or I'll do the same thing. We'll all go to lunch together, and then we'll figure out a way to do the payment.
All of you guys think that Parker's going to be the more productive receiver, right?
I do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Williams, yes.
That's a bet.
So you want to take that because if you lose, you're buying lunch for the both of us, for two people.
Yeah, okay? That's fine.
And then we win, we lose. We just split yours.
I'm hoping you're right.
And unless Justin wants to get involved, and he can come down from Lake Worth and
that's a drive. I don't want to drive all that.
Even for a free lunch, come on, bro.
That's like $25 in gas.
Let me ask you a question. So, if you were to join on the bet, what would be your thing, Parker?
Parker.
Okay, all right. So we know. So therefore, we'll see if you could have gone.
Bro, listen, Justin. I don't know if everybody would be down, or I don't know what your setup is for the away games. Well, no, we can't even do that because it's during the season. I was gonna say I'll bring a bunch of Flanagans and go to this man's house with all of you guys and buy all the food.
Listen, let's see if there's even a fucking season. I don't even know.
All
I know is I just want the draft to
start that, bro.
I just want to be. I just want to. the draft.
This guy brought it up,
and then sit there and hope that there is a football season to see these guys play. But
bro, they're already reopening businesses. You really think the NFL is gonna stop their season, bro?
But it doesn't mean that it's right.
Who cares? You're so bro.
Listen, you're the last person to talk to me because you don't even have a pass. You don't wear gloves.
Hey, Mr. Coronavirus came to my house today. Dapped me up, open hand, no mask, no nothing. Everything. Ran out of hand sanitizer.
No, I actually had a little left when I left. Boom, took care of that shit, bro. I'll give it to you because it's a special day.
Crazy, bro.
But you like to fuck with strippers, bro. So I don't know.
Love them, bro.
I know you.
I have the first. Listen, bro. 2020 first tailgate, West 13. We get
West 13, no. 603, nigga. Get it right.
Whatever, aisle 603, whatever the fuck they got.
That's where we're at now, bro. There's no more West 14, bro.
Hiring 3
strippers from West 14 is no more. I just, man, this whole fucking thing is fucking annoying.
But hey, bro, hey, listen, you know what, Justin? Listen, Justin. I actually ran some more of Hilaire tape the other day, and I'm not. No, listen.
Bro, you've been slandering this man's name on Twitter for no reason, bro. Everyone, hey, he's a top 2 running back in the draft. Top 2 bro, what do you guys see? You guys are retarded, bro. Y'all are dumb as fuck. Bro, he's not even the 5th best one. Every single tweet, bro, is Clyde Edwards-Helaire just trash. And everyone you see, everyone verifying. Everyone that's verified. You're just like, no, you're wrong. Nah, you're wrong. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. That's
bro, it's not that he's bad. He's just not better than the top 3 guys. I don't. He's not a better player. But listen, like I was saying, bro, look, I did some more tape. I dug in, and you know what, bro? I'll give it to you. The kid still fucking sucks, and he's not better than the 3 guys. Look at Vic.
That's my face right now. That's my every single time you talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that's my face right there.
Bring it back.
I got you. Bro, the 2 pictures that I got from Vic have been gold right before he comes back.
Let me see. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I'm like chilling. Damn, dude, I look high as fuck.
But
I love it.
Like I was saying, no, for real, Justin, for real though. I did look at some more. Now I wouldn't mind taking him at 56. But it better not. It's like Tua, bro. It's like a hello. But there's no way that I'm just sitting in the draft and passing up on Swift, Dobbins, or even Taylor, bro. No way. Especially if I have a chance.
Can I say something? Can I admit something right now? I think Dobbins is edging Swift on me just a little bit now. Man.
He's just he can do everything, bro. You know?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm okay with any of the 4 guys. It all depends on where you take them.
That's where watching the last tape got me. I wouldn't mind any of the 4 guys either. But if they sit at 39 or let's say even at 56, if Taylor's there and they take Helaire over Taylor, that's stupid.
Taylor can't catch the ball.
Of course he can. He's a very productive back both ways.
I think all these guys can learn to catch the ball. Whoever doesn't catch, I think can learn to catch the ball.
But
look, don't tell that to Adrian Peterson because that motherfucker never.
Justin, I don't understand what you mean by catch the ball. It's not like these guys are gonna run receiver routes. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't know what you're getting at.
What?
It's the whole 9, bro. They could come out, do a halfback sweep. They could do a freaking cut in, bro. There's so many things with a running back that can do it all. Well, just like that's why everyone loves Christian McCaffrey, bro. Christian McCaffrey could play the slot. He could run routes good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you could put him in the slot and he could run routes. He's the best route running running back in the draft.
No, he's not. McFarland is.
Yeah, but where does he fall? Who the fuck is McFarland? You know what? Who the fuck is McFarland anyway?
Anthony McFarland is a running back from Maryland. He's further than anywhere between the 4th and 5th round. But he's the best pass catching running back in the draft. If what we really want is pass catching, then let's get some real value and get it late.
You're taking it. Yeah, you're just taking it to a different place.
I
know what he's saying, but it's not just the pass catching guy. But I think he's told you in his mind, this guy does everything good, just it all well. It's not about one thing that he can do well. It's about all he does. In his opinion, he does all the things well that we need. Obviously, block, run, catch.
My bad to cut you guys off. So Benjamin Albright, probably one of the more respected guys on Twitter. Probably one of the more respected guys on Twitter. He says my best gay out of my best.
Are you coming out?
Sounds like it.
I thought you were
if I had to guess today, based on all the information that I got up to this day. But the top 5 picks are Burrow, Young, Okudah, Wills to the Giants, and Tua to Miami.
I would love that so much.
So I think the Tua stuff is.
And if the Dolphins don't have to move up and they still get Tua, bro, this season has been a success.
Of course.
No matter any way you look at it, bro.
Say that again.
You wanted to tank for Tua.
Say that again.
Still end up winning, and you still end up getting your guy. And you have 2 first-round draft picks later.
You mean that they'd have to trade up for him?
No, if you don't have to trade up for him.
I mean, even if you got to trade up to 3, it's not going to cost you 18 or 26. So
I'm saying, if you don't have to move at all and you don't have to give up anything, bro, no matter what they do, if they draft 2, it's a success.
Yeah, that's just a perfect scenario. That's what I want. That's what's going to happen, though.
That's what I want. I don't want us to move from 5, and I want us to still get our guy.
Do you guys really think that anybody's going to trade up for Tua, though, if it's not the Dolphins?
No.
I don't know, because there's so much of the smoke screen shit. You don't know who to believe.
I don't think so either. I'm with Justin.
I texted you guys today that I heard Peter King was saying something about the possibility of the Patriots trading up to 13 because they think Tua's going to fall that far and snatch him up.
There's no way the Dolphins would let the Patriots get Tua. I think
Yeah, I don't
No way.
look. I don't see him passing us at 5 if we don't have to.
Even
if we
if
don't
the
have to do
Dolphins
anything to get him.
Like, let's say the Dolphins went Jedrick Wills or the offense tackle at 5, right? And then Tua slips out of the top 10.
Yeah,
right?
they're
and Justin Herbert's get picked. I think the Dolphins, even if they didn't like Tua, would be so petty enough to go in front of the Patriots if they tried.
Yeah,
and get to it.
There's
no way they're gonna let him go to enough shot.
Listen,
I don't.
And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say what I said.
They have to trade.
They nothing. Well, they got Thuney and shit. They got some old linemen that have a lot of value. They got Thuney that's high, that you can get into like the top 15. But again, bro, I still stand what I say. Even if somebody went up and got 2, I don't care. Like I really like Justin Herbert a lot. Like I really do. I love Justin Herbert, bro. And Victor keeps jumping on the bandwagon of that. I've been saying it's only the last 2 months. No, I've been saying
it for like 3 weeks, bro. So I don't know
I've been saying it since last year when he went back to school. So if you look up, he should have came out last. He would have been the Dolphins' pick if he would have came out last. Miami would have gotten him last year. I don't know what it is that you don't like about Justin Herbert.
I never said I don't like Justin Herbert. I just don't like him. I like Tua. That's my guy. That's why
I like Tua better too. But Justin Herbert, this is where I'm at with the quarterbacks. If Tua and Justin Herbert are both there at 5, and we take Herbert over Tua, I'm still happy as fuck.
Okay, see, I would not be. But if Tua is not there at 5 and Herbert is, and we don't have, I'm okay with Herbert at 5.
I don't understand where your love affair for Tua came from the last couple of weeks, but
weeks. Justin. How long did you go to
Justin Herbert and Tua are on the board at 5 and the Dolphins draft Justin Herbert, I will literally have a conniption, bro, and probably break everything in my sister's house.
I mean, why, bro? Justin Herbert is great.
I've been on that Tua wagon for a few months already. So,
bro, the skill difference and the talent difference is too different. It's too far apart. 9 day.
Tua's the guy, bro.
I don't know about night.
Not
night. Maybe day. Not night and day.
It's not even 5 o'clock shadow, bro. It's.
But I'm not.
I still think Tua is the best.
Justin Herbert. And listen, bro,
this fucking draft.
I'm not gonna repeat myself again. Justin Herbert fits Gailey's system the best.
I don't care about fit sometimes. When you got a guy like this, you work your system around him. I don't give a fuck.
How do you say that and then not like Clyde Edward-Helaire?
I'm not saying I don't like Clyde Edward-Helaire.
The running backs are am I saying this right? Dispensable, like they're replaceable. Quarterbacks, franchise quarterbacks are not. Alex, you've been quiet for a little bit. What are your thoughts on this situation?
I'm just listening. That's it.
I know, but I want your opinion on this situation because I know you're a Tua guy. So,
I think in any universe, galaxy, I will never pick Herbert over Tua if they're available. Any galaxy.
I'm not saying I would. I'm not saying I would be happy. I'm just saying I'm not gonna be like, oh man, the Dolphins suck and shit. I'm not gonna do that. Justin Herbert's a very good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback.
The only attribute that Herbert is better than Tua at is most likely arm strength. He has a better arm. That I can say.
And more mobile.
But everything else, accuracy, the it factor, stats against big deep, bro. Tua against LSU last year put up like 400 something yards
on one ankle,
on a broken ankle, and whatever else he has at that time. That's bro. I mean, I saw put up big numbers against good teams.
Bro, that throw.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, to bring him back to that touchdown. Bro, that long touchdown pass.
Yeah.
I mean, he was open, but oh my god, he put that right on the money, bro. He's just so fucking accurate, bro. So accurate, bro. And now you have in Preston Williams and Devontae Parker. If they run slants, bro, their bodies are too big. If you throw it right on the money, bro, who's gonna defend that? It's gonna be a PI every single time.
I can't wait. I just want this draft to start already, bro. I'm just going insane already.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Chargers don't select Herbert at 6, Herbert's gonna fall. He won't get out. He won't. Did
you see the Bleacher Report fucking one with the user draft?
Yeah, Herbert won't be a top 10 pick if the Chargers don't.
I don't even think Herbert winning the first round.
Yeah, Herbert won't be top 10 if he doesn't get selected by the Chargers.
Someone will trade up. Someone will trade up for him.
New England.
Someone will trade up for him.
I keep hearing a lot of that shit, bro. With New England moving up to get a quarterback.
You know what's funny? That if Miami gets 2 at 5 and somebody trade up to get, and the Patriots get up to get 2, you're gonna hate it, bro. You're just gonna hate it. And you're gonna think to yourself,
Say it again. My bad.
If the Dolphins get Tua and the Patriots try to find a way to trade up into the top 10 and take Herbert, you're gonna hate it.
All right, I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to say it one more time, dude. I apologize. I completely spaced out. I saw a cat fly across the board over here, and I completely just got caught into the cat flying across the street.
I'm saying if Miami gets Tua at 5, and then the Patriots trade up into the top 10 for Herbert, you're gonna think to yourself, damn, bro, should we have taken Herbert?
No, I'm not gonna think that at all. Actually,
how much you want to bet?
You know what I'm gonna think? I'm gonna think that we got the guy we wanted, and that New England is desperate because they don't have shit right now, because they don't even have a Castle, they don't have a fucking Garoppolo, they have a nothing. So that's a little desperate to me because New England's not the type of team to do that. So it wouldn't make a difference to me. We got the guy we wanted, plain and simple. I don't care about everybody else. I care about the Miami Dolphins. And if we get the guy we want, this team's performance is going to show that, and I don't care what New England does.
Okay. So if we get Tua, how high do we have to trade up for a tackle, for one of the elite tackles?
Oh, well, I mean, I heard that again that the Dolphins are looking at San Fran 13 at 13 to get one of the top 4.
You got to see who's there at 13.
But that's why I tell you all this shit, all this speculation, all this bullshit. It doesn't mean anything because if the day comes, we don't know who's going to be there at that point.
If you
somebody's going to throw a monkey wrench somewhere along the way, and something's going to get taken that wasn't supposed to get taken. What if that can happen? That was already talked about too.
And then Detroit trades their pick to the Chargers for 3, and Justin Herbert's gone.
And Justin Herbert's gone.
So now left is fucking Chase Young, Isaiah Simmons, Jedrick Wills.
I mean, at that point, I guess you go young and you try to trade down from 18.
Well, not. Then the Giants are definitely going young, right? If he fell.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah,
but then you have your choice of your offensive tackle. Then everyone's on the board. Isaiah, Jeff Okudah. I mean, you don't need a tackle, but geez, at that point, I would trade back, bro. What the fuck? At that point, I would trade back.
See, we've thrown out some crazy shit. So look, we're gonna go ahead and start winding down a little bit, and we're gonna go out with this. I know you guys are giving me your mock drafts. Obviously, you've based your mock drafts on what the computer and the system gave you when you did them. What I really want now is we wind our way and we head on out this motherfucker because this was a very good show. I really, it flowed nice. We got a lot of information out to the people, to the My One centers. What do you really see happening? I don't care about your mock draft. Don't give me your mock. Your mock draft was based on who's gone and what position this and that. There has to be in your head one of those situations like, damn, this could really happen. So I'm curious, really, in reality, what do you really think is going to happen come Thursday? And I just want the first round. I don't care about anything else. Brandon.
I still see Miami going up to 3 and getting Tua.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't know you were going to elaborate. All right, go ahead.
No, I was going to finish the first round, but we'll go one by one. We'll come back around.
Okay, well, no, my bad. That's right, because I said give me the first 3 picks. My bad. Go ahead.
Bro, at 18, I think they stay, or maybe I don't think they're going to trade up twice. I already said they're going to trade up to 3 for Tua. I think at 18, they hope that one of the tackles are there, or they might go. I think they go safety. I think Delpit is a possibility. And at 26, I got Swift, man.
So let me ask you a question. Would you rather have Delpit or Antoine?
Antoine Winfield? Delpit or Antoine Winfield? Delpit. Bro, listen. Look, I see where your head is at, bro. You fall in love with like Brian Flores and how his favorite player was his dad and shit. It doesn't work like this in this league, bro.
Bro, you realize Mel Kiper and Todd McShay both have him as like the 2nd or 3rd best safety.
Yeah, but he doesn't have him over Delpit though.
Yeah, but I don't think the difference is that much. That's what I'm saying.
I'm taking Delpit.
Then where are you going? There's no tackle. You're not drafting a tackle in the first round.
What I just said, if the tackles aren't there.
Okay, but hold on. See, this is what I'm saying. I know we've already went through this part with his mock and what he did. I want just that crazy fucking thought. What would you think? Honestly, is really gonna happen. So I don't want to go back to the mock. I don't want to look at the mock and what the mock gave you because your mentality is what your mock gave you already. I don't want what your mock gave you. I want to know what you really think. And if you don't have an answer, then just no. I know. I'm just saying him because we're going back into that whole discussion again about what
I just told
panned
you.
out.
None of the tackles are going to be there at 18. That's going to be the reality. So you're going to take the best player, which is probably going to be Delpit, because you're not going to reach at 18 for Josh Jones or Isaiah Wilson. Not going to do that, right? So I think they go safety. The only one that I might change up is instead of taking Swift at 26, I might take Isaiah Wilson. Or maybe there you take Josh Jones, and at 39, you go your running back. Even though I'm going to go to left field for 2 seconds. This is mainly for Justin. I'm no longer on the Swift train. I'm on the Leonard Fournette train. Now hold on. Like, this is
what I wanted. This is what I'm talking about.
This is just for Justin. Justin, come bring your ass back here. And if I swear to God, if you give me the answers that I think you're gonna give me, I'm just gonna close my laptop. Would you rather draft Hilaire at 56 or give up 56 for a top 5 running back?
You think Leonard Fournette is a top 5 running back?
Overall, yes. Yes, he is. Hey, Alex, my man right here likes catches from the backfield. Let's pull up Leonard Fournette stats, baby.
Yeah, he has 76 catches.
76 catches
last year?
Yeah.
How many yards?
Damn, I didn't even know. Wow. Shit.
Probably not a lot, but I don't know. Let's check.
Still 76 catches. Fantasy-wise, that guy's a beast. Shit.
What's left on his contract?
$4.5 million.
For 1 year.
Yes.
He's going to want way too much money.
Okay. I would give him $10 million a year.
But do you know if that's what he wants?
I'm just saying. I would start there.
No, I get it. But that's another thing. Make the move, give up the opportunity to take a running back in the draft where we could have gotten a young guy to get another guy who may not even sign with us next year because we may not give him enough money. Is that worth the risk of losing the opportunity to get a young stud? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it.
I mean, Leonard Fournette's 25 years old.
I get it, but if $10 million, it may not be what he wants, so then we end up losing him anyway, and we didn't get the running back we could have had the year before. I don't know what the running back stable coming out next year is really. I don't think it's like this one. So yeah, it's like the quarterback thing. This is the year we take a quarterback, and I think this is the year we take our running back too, actually. Because I don't think next year, even though running backs you can get them in the later rounds, but I don't think next year we're going to be in any kind of position to get any kind of studs. I think next year is going to be a depth draft year in a sense, unless we make some crazy moves and get up to get something. Maybe Tua doesn't work out, and we want to get.
If you can't get the running back this year, I would even, bro. I would think about Travis Etienne from Clemson. That's the number 1 running back coming out next year. That kid's a stud.
But there's so many guys.
That kid's a stud. If he would have came out this year, he's the number 1 running back on the board.
There's so many guys coming out this year. There's so much talent coming out this year, though. You have so many options. We have the ability to pick out of a fucking litter. You don't think Etienne would have been the number 1 running back? You asking me?
No, Justin.
He would.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
I like him. I like him a lot.
Etienne would have definitely been the number 1 back.
I like him a lot. All right, let's move on real quick to Alex. I want your what you actually think might happen. Now, if that's what your mock draft is, that's what you feel, then you can say that and we can move forward. You don't have to get into any crazy shit. But I always feel like people in the back of their head think something else is the actual possibility of actually happening.
I think Miami doesn't trade. They stay at 5. Tua at 5. Miami will trade up from 18 to 13 with San Francisco and give up either a 3rd or a 4th round pick. And because San Fran doesn't have a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. At 13, you take either, if they're there, Andrew Thomas or one of the top tackles that are there at 13. And then at 26, solidify the O-line and get Isaiah Wilson. I mean, I think safety, you can wait till the 2nd round, and running back, if they don't get Swift, wait till the 2nd round.
You could even, go a little farther back and.
Because obviously quarterbacks are number 1, but our 1A, 1B priority besides getting a quarterback is protecting the quarterback.
Taking the quarterback.
You can't have Joe Montana, Dan Marino back there, but they don't have time.
I mean,
who do you take at 13? You said
me, Andrew Thomas, if he's there.
Okay. At 13, okay.
And at 26, I'll take his teammate Isaiah Wilson.
Yeah, because we signed Karras and who was the regarded Eric Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about him too. Shit.
Yeah. If you can get Andrew Thomas, and Isaiah Wilson, that's Big upgrade, bro.
Jesse Davis, I think he's more of a guard. He could be like a right guard.
He'll be the right guard, and
He's
he'll be
built for a
productive. And he'll be
Well, if you
productive.
get guys like that, I'm sure that he's, that one weak link will be enough,
Yeah, but he's not really a weak. He's not a guard. He's not really a.
Well,
weak
he'll be the weakest of that. He'll be the weakest of the line.
Maybe.
Of all the studs, I mean, if you think about the guys you're bringing in, I mean, I know they're rookies, but they're still top-rated guys. I'm just
Bro, with Thomas and Wilson, that'll be, or shit, Thomas and Josh Jones, something like that. That'll be.
Before
thought out.
Before we finish up, obviously we got to get adjusted. But the ideal thing is quarterback, double down on tackles, running back, safety. That's the perfect world.
And you're going from first to you're basically 5 to 56.
Yeah, in order. I'm going quarterback, 2 tackles, running back, safety.
And I saw a lot of mock drafts. They have a Dolphins getting Cesar Ruiz at 26. The guard center from Michigan. That's another guy.
Yeah, you draft him, he'll be the best center on your team, and you'd put Karras to guard.
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know this thing about drafting a center. I mean, we did it with Pouncey and it worked out. But
would you draft? I'm draft. Then you put Jesse Davis at right tackle to protect Tua?
No.
We haven't even brought this up.
Mm-mm.
What's the possibility of Miami trading for Trent Williams?
I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want a 31-year-old fuck.
I don't know, man.
He's a young team. Let's do that.
I think Trent Williams is a stud, bro.
No, man. I'm good with it. I'm good.
We're thinking again, bro. You're looking too much. You know where you are, Victor, and maybe Justin a little bit. You know where you guys are, bro. You guys are a TNT wall type of guys. Like I'm sure when Brian first came out with the TNT wall, you guys just ate that shit up, bro.
No, I didn't.
We should have.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. You don't mock something that actually worked. Because we were the least penalized team in the fucking league last year.
We should have had
and that's all that TNT. No. Listen. You can't talk shit about the TNT wall, bro. It worked. It actually fucking worked.
But I'm saying
we were the worst team, and we're the best team.
You're investing too much into the program, bro.
No, bro.
You need talent, bro. At the end of the day, you need talent. You just need talent.
But not a 31-year-old talent. I don't want 31-year-old talent when I have a youth movement going on.
Tackle in the league, bro.
Yeah, but for what? Maybe we get him for 1 year. He doesn't do. Dude, we did that with Brandon Albert when he was one of the top guys in the league, and that didn't work out for shit.
Yeah, he got injured, bro.
Bro, you just compare Brandon Albert to Trent Williams, dude. This is where the competition.
I'm saying all I said was a top tackle. That's all I said, and he was at the time that we got Brandon Albert.
Brandon Albert was a top 5 tackle when we traded for him.
I mean. I'm not saying nothing that ain't true.
Brandon Albert was a top 5 tackle, then Trent Williams is a top 3 tackle.
Listen, you can say whatever you want. Point is, I don't want a 31-year-old tackle. I don't want to give up. We can bring in a youth. You
probably got a legit 3 years of him left.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. I want that. That's what I want.
I mean, bro, you're not gonna sign him to a 4-year deal. You're gonna sign him to 3 years and 2 years.
But it's still gonna be a lot of money, and you can pay 2 guys for what you're gonna pay him.
We have it.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend it on him. I'd rather spend the $9 million on Albert Wilson than to give Trent Williams money. Fuck that shit. I know you can shake your head all you want. I don't give a shit. I don't want Trent Williams, bro. Not for anything.
See, the thing is,
okay, how about this? A 7th rounder. We'll give a 7th rounder for him. I'm okay with
that.
This is Victor eating up.
That's my scenario.
Victor saw all the free agent signings under 25 or less, and now he doesn't want to sign a guy that's 30 years old, bro. It is okay, man. It's
you know why? Because we've done that before.
There's people just soak up the program too much sometimes. It's okay.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Okay. We have the amount with the picks we have the ability to fill those spots without having to sign a 31-year-old, give up picks, pay him money. And it's probably not even going to work out anyway. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like that scenario at all.
Are we trading Josh Rosen this year?
I'm sorry?
Are we trading Josh Rosen this year?
Chosen Rosen?
Who's younger than Joe Burrow. That's crazy.
All right,
those quarterbacks shit don't work out like
Justin's realistic mock.
A quarterback and 2 offensive linemen. I don't know how they do it, but that's
you
what
don't care how they do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey,
I think they do trade up to 3, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to give up a first round. So either way, I think it's going to be a Tua, hopefully Tua, and 2 offensive linemen.
Okay, there you go. Well, there you heard it, My One Centers. The first 4 My One Center podcast, the first annual 420 edition, the first annual pre-draft special. I would like to maybe we can do something Thursday where when the Dolphins pick comes up, we come on, we discuss it. We react to their pick when they pick again because we got 3 picks in the.
Wow.
We can do
right at the end.
What happened? No, I mean, what? I froze again?
Yeah, you froze a little bit.
Oh shit! What was that?
Saying some dumb shit about in between draft picks. We talk about it.
Yeah, no. What I was saying was, we'll come on before the Dolphins get on the board. We'll stay on while they're on the board. We'll talk about what they can do, and then we'll discuss the pick.
That would be a great idea if I was actually at my house for the draft.
Oh, you're not going to be at your house?
Yeah, I don't have cable in my house. I just have internet.
I don't know, bro. You have a laptop, so you can watch the shit it's virtual on the internet. You can watch.
Oh, yeah, I can be in the Facebook Miami Dolphin draft party.
You have your phone, right? Download Skype on your phone. You can do it right from there with a pair of headphones, bro. You're fine. You can do it mobile, dog. You can do it. I'm just saying. So we can do that, and we can just talk about their picks and discuss them, and then come back when they pick again, and we can do a draft night special as well. So, Justin, guys, thanks for coming on. Brandon, Alex, we're definitely going to do this again. And Brandon, Justin, take us out, man.
Oh, what up, guys? So let's do this. It is free, and I repeat, free, FREE to subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button. Like the video, dislike the video. I don't really care. Show that you're actually watching. Comment. Tell me I'm trash. Tell Victor you're trash. Tell these 2 idiots that they're trash. I don't know. I don't care. Just please communicate with us. We have this sponsorship. I don't know if it's a sponsorship, but this guy, he's on the loud. It's 420, baby. Let's go. Smoke it up. Drink it up. I don't care. So like I said, like, subscribe, hit those post bell notifications so when we do upload, you fucking know. You fucking know. And then you're like, damn, I can watch my 1 Cent podcast. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at My 1 Cent Podcast. And I say this all the time. It's not the word 1. It's the number one. It's the number 1. Why are you guys typing out 1? That's stupid.
Number 1.
It's just 1. It's 2 things less than just 1. You know what I'm saying? Because we're number 1 and you're number 1 in our hearts, baby. We love you.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on with us. And everybody have a good night. Everybody be safe out there and wear your masks, Brandon.
Fins up, boys.
Cool. Have a good
Fins
night.
up,
We'll see you in 3 days.
3 days, baby. Fins
up,
up.
boys.
Good night.
Tua. All right, guys. Be easy.